This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym. We're in Leeds here today. Oh, sorry about going in the wrong dressing room.
He's got my old belt. There he is.
His own belt.
Got my old belt.
With me, I didn't even recognise you. Do you know what? It's your hair.
It's the hair. It's definitely the hair.
It's the hair. Curtis Woodhouse.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Just there to watch the show, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, fantastic. First show I've been to since I hung the gloves up. So I've seen it getting put together and I was like, wow, that's a good fight, that's a good fight.
Why is it the first show since you've been retired? Why?
I think I needed a break from it. You know, I think when I look back at it, I've been involved in professional sport for 25 years. And I think once I left boxing, I needed to emotionally detach from it and physically as well. So I took a complete break from it. Didn't really watch too much, but yeah, I'm back enjoying it, loving it again.
So, I mean, since you've been retired, you have been keeping an eye on what's been going on.
Oh, yeah. I watch
it's a bit hard not to.
Yeah, I watch the shows on TV, but when I was fighting, I was always active. I'd be at shows. I used to go and watch them and things like that. But yeah, I took a bit of a break and just became a bit of a armchair fan, really.
So, I mean, I see you've been...
You're dying to just come out with it.
Well, I'm saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
You know what you want to say.
For a man who used to make 10 stone...
Yeah, 9 stone 9 before.
9 stone 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, you're enjoying life, so who cares?
I just said to you earlier, someone said to me yesterday, I went to the weigh-in yesterday, someone came up to me and says, "Hey, Naz, can I have a photo?" I'm like, fucking turn it in, will you? it was definitely time to think about what I'm putting in my mouth.
That's all right, but are you enjoying life anyway?
I love life, yeah. It's great. I've been able to do things that I've not been able to do for years, like mundane things like the school run, stuff like that. You know, spend a lot of time with my wife and my kids, and that's been great. So I've enjoyed my time, yeah.
Was there a point after you called it a day where you thought, have I done the right thing, but in a serious kind of way, and thought that you wanted to sort of go again?
Every single day I wake up wanting to make a comeback. I remember I spoke to Jamie Moore not long after I retired. I bumped into him, can't remember where it was, and I was just saying to him like about thinking about making a comeback, and he says to me, I'll never forget what he said, he says, "You know what you're feeling now?" He says, "The feeling will never go away." He said, "You just got to learn to live with it." And I thought that made perfect sense. So I wake up every morning wanting to make a comeback. And I think that's just normal of someone who's been in the sport. It's a very, very difficult drug to kick, especially if you love it. And, you know, and I love boxing, love fighting. So I always say, like, some people are heroin addicts and they come off heroin, but they can never promise that they're never going to use again. And that's kind of where I am with boxing. I can never promise I'm never going to fight again. I'm an addict.
You don't trying to tell us something, are you there?
No.
No, okay, good.
You've seen what's going on
because you would have to get one of them around the face if you have. But your night in Hull remains one of the greatest nights in, like, you know, for a British title win ever. It was the whole story with you and Darren Hamilton, and it's no disrespect to Darren Hamilton. He's a great person. He was a great fighter, but that night was a special night, and that's probably the night of your life, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, by far. And I've been married and have 3 children. It tops all of that. So it was the greatest achievement of my life, most definitely. And you know, I think, you know, you get told a lot of times in a fight never to fight an emotion, to be cool, calm, and collected. But that whole night for me was all about emotion. You know, I think if I'd have boxed down 9, 10 times, he'd have probably beat me 9. But I knew on that one night everything was aligned, and I knew I was going to do the business. The greatest night of my life, and it'll remain so. No matter what I do in the rest of my life, I'm sure that'll always be top of the tree.
Obviously, Leon McKenzie's still making his way and progressing on quite nicely. Have you spoke to Leon recently?
Only on social media, but he's an old teammate of mine, Leon. We played Peterborough United together, so I know he's got his English title fight coming up. But every time I see him, he seems to be getting better each time. So he's got a great team around him, and I'd love him to win the English title and go on and win the British title. It'd be a fantastic story, because, like I said, he didn't put the gloves on himself until he was, I think 30, 36, something like that. So yeah, I'm in his corner, right behind him, and I hope he can do the business.
I think there's a stat. I don't know how accurate the stat is, but only 5% of professional boxers go on to win a British title. When you look at that, and you think to yourself, you're in that 5%. If that's a true stat, that's what I did here. If that is a true stat.
Well, I like that stat, so we'll take it as gospel.
I might have just completely made it up.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I won the British title, I looked at former champions in the 140 pound division, and it was unbelievable that my name was on that list. Some great fighters have won the light welterweight British title. So, you know, my name's on the list. It stands out like a sore thumb, really. You know, you kind of skip through all the names on it, then you kind of come to my name. But it's in the history books, and it's something that I'm really proud of, and something that no one can ever take away from me. People can call me rubbish all they want. Rubbish fighters don't win a British title, so that kind of is a cherry on top of the cake for me. Really.
Tell them bollocks, whoever says that to you,
yeah.
Curtis. But your old belt, as you said, is being contested tonight, being defended by Tyrone Nurse and Tommy Cole, obviously making the move up to 140 pounds to defend. What do you make of that?
I seen Tommy yesterday at the weigh-in, and he looked so much better with them extra pounds on him. His eyes were clear, he looked fresh. I think going up in weight will definitely help him. Tyrone, for me, is probably one of the most improving fighters. Every time I see him, he looks even better than he did last time. It's a really tough fight for Tommy, but it's a fight that Tommy can win, because I think Ty does get hit with right hands. Tommy's got a heavy right hand. I think Tommy's best chance will probably be early. Once Tyrone gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to break out of that rhythm. And he's tough as well. He's a tough kid. But here's the man himself. Like I said, it's a fight Tommy can definitely win.
What is this? What is this? He looks great, doesn't he?
Hey?
He was just backing a Nurse knockout in the fourth round before you come along.
No, look, can win it. Can do
look at the man there he is behind him.
Believe, hey,
I'm not fighting.
Come in here. Hey, can you believe that me and Ty are both fought in the fit.
Do you know what? All you can
eat him now.
This could be you in 3 years' time.
It will be me.
What do you mean?
It'll be me when I'm
I'm saying could be
retired.
handsome and stress-free and happy at home. So there you go. I'm sure you are that anyway.
He's that battered from me.
Exactly.
Cheers. Mate, sorry. Another Yorkshireman repping at the moment is your man Kel Brook out in camp at the moment.
Yeah.
Coming back next week for a press conference, but it don't come much bigger than that, does it?
It don't come much bigger. It don't
for
come
anyone,
much tougher.
let alone Kel.
Exactly. And but I tell everybody. But I tell everybody how good Kel is. You know, I've seen it firsthand, sparred with him, seen him in the gym. He can do things that world-class fighters can't do. He is, you know, I know they call him the special one, but I believe he really is a special fighter. He's in with an absolute monster, and he's got a really tough fight. But if anyone can do it, Kel can. And just like I said about Tommy Coyle, then putting the extra weight on and help him, I think it'll help Kel. I'd like to see him come in at round about 11-3, 11-4. I think that'll be a great weight for him. He'll still be sharp. He'll punch like a fucking mule at that weight as well. And I know Golovkin a lot of times takes shots and walks through him, but if Kel can get his respect early with his power, then it could be a different fight. If Kel nails him early and Golovkin walks through it, then it could be a long night for Kel. But I believe that Kel can really buzz him. I think he'll punch really tough at that weight.
I think it comes down to a case of the fact that we still don't know exactly how good Kel Brook is.
Yeah.
And you could actually say the same thing about Golovkin as well, because from his record, he's been pretty much flawless. But like I said, we don't know exactly how good Golovkin or Kel Brook are. Obviously, Kel's making the move up. Golovkin will be heavy favourite, but listen, it's boxing.
Definitely. And like I said the other day on Twitter, can you name me one opponent that Golovkin's beat that Kel wouldn't beat? I don't think you could. I think Kel beats everyone Golovkin's beat, and Golovkin would probably knock out everyone that Kel's fought. So I think it's a step up for both fighters. I think Kel will be Golovkin's hardest fight, and obviously Golovkin will be Kel's hardest fight. I don't see it as a fight that Kel ain't got a chance in. You know, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Kel's going to get walloped," but I don't see it. I think Kel can win that fight, and I'm not just saying that because obviously Kel's from Yorkshire and we've shared a gym and things like that. That's a genuine belief of mine that I think Kel can win that fight. He's got to fight the perfect fight, but he can win it.
September 10th, we shall find out. Are you definitely not coming back?
What, for Golovkin? Like I said, you speak to junkies in the street of being clean for 4 or 5 years. They can never promise that they'll never use again. And I can't promise I'll never use again. And the heavyweights, listen, the heavyweights where all the money's at.
Heavyweights.
You know, if you watch this, Joshua, don't forget about me. I'm still here. I'm still ready. I'm good to go.
Curtis, thank you very much for talking to
Top man.
IFL TV.
Good to see you all.
And, he told me the Naz story yesterday, actually.
The what story?
The
Naz story.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I was filming, I could just hear everyone laughing.
He just come over to me, hey, Naz, can I have my picture? I'm like, for fuck's sake, mate, turn it in. Keep your voice down, will you?
If I'm being honest, you put on a little bit of weight, a ridiculous amount of weight. You just look like you're a comfortable retired boxer.
I'm better than I was last month, let's put it that
Oh,
way.
yeah? Are you really?
Yeah, I've dropped about a stone now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Stop laughing.
What? Hey! You can't disrespect ex-fighters and ex-professional boxers
he's the dude.
and ex-professional footballers.
I get that.
Fat kids have got feelings as well, you know. You know what I mean? Let's hug it out.
It's alright, you can keep it.
Take care, man.
So, Princess Hamid, thank you very much for IFL TV. Listen, if that boy confused you with Naz, maybe he saw something in your fighting. Have you ever thought about that?
I was very similar to Naz in style, you know. We both, nah, very opposite.
Anyway,
Great
two of our favourite people, Princess Hamid and you as well.
Top
You
man.
come into that as well. So, Curtis, thank you very much for
Good
doing to
pleasure.
IFL TV.
Take care, boss.
And we'll catch up with you soon.
Wicked.